Ch2. No good deed. Morning. The sun's out. The birds are doing their thing. And you got a coffee in one hand and your keys in the other, ready to open up shop. You're 10 feet from the front door when you notice something wrong under the step. Something very, very wrong. Oh shit. It's the annoying customer from yesterday, crumpled against the front step like someone dropped him there. Are you dead? Very, very dead. Your coffee hits the sidewalk. Dark liquid spreading across the concrete toward the body. You stumble backward, heart slamming, and yank your phone out of your pocket with shaking hands. Not a body. Another reason to quit retail. Customer service was already killing me. And I was killing customers. You dial 911. The dispatcher picks up. This body on the front steps of the bookstore on Elm Street. He's dead. I'm the one who found him. Stay where you are. Years are underway. You crouch on the sidewalk, a few feet from the body, and wrap your arms around your knees. This is the second time I found a dead person at my place of work. That's gotta be some kind of record. A really, really bad record. It feels kind of rude staring at a corpse, but you can't help yourself. The microwave display gets your mind whirring. Last time was my boss. After that, Jackie's ex. Not a customer who yelled about hardcovers. I didn't know better. I think the universe is checking off a list. You do know better, and that's worse. Slasher killed Mr. Milton for treating you like shit, and based on the body in the morgue, Slasher was behind Steve's death as well. The body has a fox. This body has a fox carved on his chest like Mr. Milton and Steve. I'll know it's like Slasher who did it. You don't even hear sirens. The police must be minutes out still. The street's empty. And the body obviously isn't going anywhere. I probably have 4 minutes tops before the sidewalk is crawling with cops. Good thing working in retail means I know how to get things done fast. You kneel beside the body. Up close, the wounds are worse, especially the single deep, clean slash across the neck. But it's the positioning of the body that stops you cold. The arms are folded across the chest, fingers placed like someone arranged them for viewing at a funeral home. This wasn't rushed. Whoever did this stood over his body and posed it. This is Slasher's work. To be a mark. It's always a mark. You lean closer. Careful not to touch the skin directly. Neck, nothing. The slash is clean but undecorated. Nothing behind the ears. There are a few slashes on your arm, but nothing different from the others. But what really matters is under there. Carefully, sleeve still engulfing your hand, you plug the bottom of the shirt and lift it up enough to make out the entire chest. There are a few gnarly snap wounds, but as for a fox, nothing. No carving, no fox shape, never a scratch that could pass for one. You sit back on the heels, letting the shirt fall back down over the torso. Every kill was connected to Slasher at the mark. Milton had it, Steve had it, and his body doesn't. So the Slasher changed its whole method overnight. Oh, this wasn't him. That settles it. This wasn't Slasher. Someone else did it. Someone else did this, and it left it for me to find. It's not Slasher. Someone's copying him. It's the right turns at the dot. Not just one killer taking life, but 2. One kills for you, and one who kills for the attention. Detective Justice at the party. Was that the copycat too? Slasher would never hurt Justice, because that would hurt me. The morning sun is warm on the back of your neck, and it feels obscene when the body in front of you is cold and stiff. Okay, focus. What else can I learn before the cops show up? You study position one more time. Folded arms to tilt the head to the theatrical/classic joke like a curtain call. It nags at you, not just the staging, the specific staging. You've seen this arrangement before, not in person, on the page. Then it clicks, and the blood drains from your face. Chapter 9, Memoirs of a Massacre. The bookstore kill is the exact scene from the book, including the body being left where it would be found at opening time. Someone really loved that book too much. I have a poster of Damien Darkwood on my wall, but you don't see me biting people's necks. I wonder what Vivi would think. She loved this chapter of Memoirs Massacre. A sign wails somewhere on the next block. You run out of time. You step back from the body, with your hands on your clothes. The Memoirs of Massacre collection is real. The collection is real. You're sure of it. But is telling the police the right move? If I say a word about the book, ask how I know. How do you know this murder matches the book scene? Quick question, detective. Because I'm the kind of freak who reads murder fiction for fun. You press your knuckles against your temples. If I tell them about Memoirs of a Massacre, they want to know why I recognize it so fast. And I've read it 3 times. It is not the alibi I want my record. The sounds are close now. You fix your face into something that doesn't scream. I just cross-reference a murder with a novel and wait. I know one thing for certain. The killer is a Memoirs of a Massacre fan, and fans want to be recognized. 2 cruisers screech to a stop in front of the bookstore. Doors open, radios crackle, and you find yourself face to face with the last person you wanted to see. What a coincidence. Tell me about it. Signed. He flips open his notepad and clicks his pen, while one of his colleagues enters the bookstore and the other moves toward the body. Let's get this over with. Your statement. I got here at 7. The body was already on the step. I called 911 and waited. And you didn't see anyone? No cars, no movement. Nothing. The street was empty. Carlside gives you a long, dubious look, giving you a chance to admit to the murder you definitely didn't do. You say nothing, and he lets out another annoyed sigh, jotting down your statement on his pad. He got something on his security footage. You hurry after Carlside into the store, the front desk. The second officer steps back from the computers, displaying the security footage. Carlside trades places with him, leaning closer to the screen. This is from last night. Activity detected at 11:47 p.m. That's after hours. Who was here? Officer Carlside turns the screen towards you. The footage is grainy in black and white, but you know that figure. You see it nearly every day. There, walking to the bookstore's front door with a key, is Jackie. What's Jackie doing so late? He moves quickly to the frame, disappearing into the store with his head down. The timestamp ticks forward. Jackie doesn't come back out on camera. A third officer comes in and whispers in Carlisle's ear. Got it. Estimated time of death is 1 a.m. He swings his gaze back to you, eyes narrowed. That's roughly an hour after this footage. They push your coworker at the scene in the window. We have enough to make an arrest. They're gonna arrest Jackie? Jackie on camera, an hour before murder, the exact place where the body ended up. That's not great. You'll be mouth, but nothing comes out. What would you even say? That Jackie's harmless? You're not sure you believe that yourself. Carlside reads your silence and nods once, having gotten all the confirmation he needed. We'll be in touch if we need anything else. You want you to walk back to the cruiser and radio something in. You make out Jackie's name on his lips. You look away. I should have said something. Maybe. I don't know. Yellow tape goes up across the bookstore door. Your workplace is a crime scene. Again. You stand on the sidewalk, watching an officer zip up the body bag around the body. Then take out your phone. Gonna see Dad at the hospital. Maybe there? On my way. You pocket your phone and take one last look at the bookstore. Then you turn and start walking. Hospital hallway hasn't changed. Same fluorescent hum, same floor wax smell, same hard plastic chairs bolted to the wall like they're afraid someone will steal them. You push open the door to Dad's room and stop in the doorway. Justice is in the visitor chair, hunched over a hardcover, reading aloud in a low, careful voice. That's very kind. Justice doesn't notice you at first. Turn the page as Dad sleeps on, the monitors beeping softly. And I got the Jewish sword, knowing full well that the Kraken. He looks up as you step inside, then sets the book aside when he sees the expression on your face. Hey, what's going on? Take a seat and tell him everything. Grateful that he doesn't interrupt, just letting you get it all out. And Jack is on his security footage. After hours, going into the store alone. The cops are arresting him. I'm sorry for all of it. I don't know what else to say. He searches your face, and the question in his eyes is quieter than the words. How are you? Just as honestly, I don't even know anymore. Keep waiting for my brain to pick an emotion, but it's just static. As somebody unplugged me and forgot to turn me off. Justice doesn't try to fix it. He just sits there, present. Someone to take the frustration so it doesn't make you explode. You don't have to know how you feel, as long as you aren't forcing yourself to feel nothing. You sit on the edge of Dad's bed, careful not to jostle the IV line. Justice settles back into the chair beside you. For a while, neither of you talks. The monitors fill the silence. Beep, beep, beep. Steady and slow. Your eyes slip shut. You don't know how much time passes as you doze. Just as a constant and quiet presence nearby. Is that the pen pal? He jolts to full alertness. Dad's eyes are half open, glassy. He squints at Justice like he's a mirage. It's me, sir. Still here. Good. Somebody's gotta keep reading. Left the captain on a cliffhanger. Dad, you're asleep. I was listening with my eyes closed. It's called multitasking. His eyes drift shut again. He falls back asleep, the grin on his face, but it fades slowly. You look at the monitors. Dad's numbers are worse than yesterday. You can see it on the screen, even if you don't know exactly what the numbers mean. Whatever these doctors are doing, it's not working. I need air. Just a few minutes. Just promise me you'll stay right here with him. He shouldn't wake up alone. Not here. Justice pulls the chair closer to Dad's bed till his knees nearly touching the mattress. Go. Mom got him. You slip out into the hallway and follow the exit signs until you find a heavy door marked courtyard. The hospital courtyard is hushed, just a whisper of a breeze through the lush foliage. A little bit farther, you hear the hum of the building's ventilation system. You sit on the nearest bench, put your head in your hands. Jackie's in the cell. Dad's numbers are dropping. Someone's killing people out of a book I read. I'm running out of hands to hold out all this. A gloved hand lands on the back of your neck. Warm, heavy, familiar. The killer sits beside you on the bench like he's been waiting in the shadows for exactly this moment. The fox match catches the flicker of the dying lamplight. He doesn't say anything. He just sits there, solid and impossibly warm, while you breathe. You always show up when I'm at my worst. And that's when you need me most. You don't look up. You just start talking. They found a body on a bookstore steps this morning. The customer who wanted the hardcover and wouldn't shut up about it. Then Jackie shows up on the security footage after hours, alone in the store. The cops didn't even hesitate. Cuffs, squad car, done. The killer's gloved thumb traces a slow line across the back of your neck. Rhythmic, grounded. You even listen to me. I'm dumping every ugly thing in my head onto a bench, and you're just sitting there like a gargoyle. Say something. The killer turns to face you fully. His gloved hand leaves your neck, takes your chin. tilting your face toward the mask. I heard every word. I hear you when you whisper, Danny. I hear when you don't speak at all. That cousin wasn't mine. That kill, staging, the theatrics. That's someone else's handwriting. How am I supposed to know the difference? Slasher was quiet. Brown eyes, barely visible, gazed into yours so deeply, it's like a knife wound. You already do. The non-answer is not a blow, but a secret distance between you that you just want to obliterate. You, Jackie? The question hangs in the dead air. The lamp above the bench flickers twice. The killer tilts his head slow, considering, like he's turning the question over for the facts. I won't say who I am. Not yet. It's not a no. It's not a yes either. And it's all you're getting tonight. You're infuriating. I know. But I'm not going anywhere. And nothing's going to happen to you or your father. Not while I'm breathing. He slips a hand into yours. Gloved fingers smooth as they lace your finger. As they lace with yours. Your own hand is so small on his. I want the world to hurt you anymore. His fingers tighten a fraction, just a hint of the immense strength he uses to kill for you. And you know that if you just act, he wrap those strong arms around you and make you forget all your woes, if just for a second. I'm not reading another chapter from another book until Wednesday. At least. If I don't feel like it on Wednesday, too fucking bad. I'm not reading another chapter until the next chapter of Endless Summer comes out, and I'm reading that. Because all the diamonds I had to pay in that first chapter was cheaper than the chapter of this book I read the other day and this one combined. Actually, no, just this chapter so far combined. 65 diamonds. And we're only 17 minutes in. And I know it's gonna be a lot longer. 65 diamonds, and it's gonna try to ask me to pay something else. I'm gonna really debate on it. I want information, I want clues, and I'm trying to give you some entertainment, even though it kind of kills me. All this fucking sexual scenes. I ain't reading again until fucking Wednesday, when that next chapter of Endless Summer comes out, and I'm reading that, and I'll wait again till the next chapter of that book comes out before I either read that or I go back to this. But since I like to do back and forth, I might after the second chapter of Endless Summer, I will go back to this book. But by then I will have more diamonds, because I'll be waiting for the third chapter to come out. Because holy shit, I'm broke. Like you get the fuck I mean. After this chapter, I ain't reading again till Wednesday, and that's gonna be Endless Summer. And then I don't know when the next chapter comes out, but I'm gonna wait until that one comes out, and then I'll come back to this. I should have a lot more diamonds than I do now. Or than I would have, especially more than I will have when I end this chapter. Because that is fucking ridiculous. And I wasn't gonna say shit. I really wasn't gonna say nothing. But like, 35 diamonds. 30 diamonds for the first diamond choice of a fucking book. Just to look at a dead body and get some fucking clues. Cool. I mean, I appreciate the clue, but like, didn't have to be 30 diamonds. And for another smack scene, I'm gonna have to suffer you again. I know I don't have to pay. I'm just, you're welcome. Just, you guys like you're smart. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but like, whatever. 35 is, that's, in a better book, I would pay it, and I have paid it. But then again, it's a better book, and I didn't have to pay 30 diamonds the moment the chapter opened. It was like under 5 minutes, and I'm already being faced with the first diamond choice, and it's 30. 30? Not even 15? 15? 12? 20? 25? 30? Really? Just 30? Really? 30? 30? 30? This is a great start. This is a great fucking start. My head won't shut up. Every die is louder than the last one, and none of them are good. The killer stands and takes you with him, pulling you off the bench. He leads you behind the hedgerow, where the lamplight dies, and the wall of the hospital rises up cold and dark. Then let me be louder. Your back against the courtyard wall. The brick is cold to your clothes, but his hands on your hips are burning. Sex doesn't solve everything. Hell, it solves nothing. It just gets all riled up, and then they go back to reality while trying to hide the fact that they just fucked in a hospital courtyard. My eyes rolled. The smoke detector chirped. The whole house mad. He crowds into you, blocking out the sky, the hospital, everything that isn't leather and heat, and the low rasp of his breath through the mask. Stop thinking. Nothing to order. Since when do I take orders? Since right now. He kisses you, hard enough that your skull taps the brick. You don't care. You got the front of his jacket and pull. I need you to make me forget my name. I want to come out of this not knowing who or where I am, where I have been. Can you do that? Say it again. Make me forget my name. The killer exhales, rough, ragged, and crashes into you. His pound finds yours, and the kiss is bruising, desperate, all teeth and hunger, and the taste of wine is something you shouldn't have. His hands slide up your sides, pulling your clothes loose, gloved fingers dragging across bare skin. No names, no thoughts, just feel. He bites your lower lip, and you hear yourself make a sound you're embarrassed by if you could think straight. Make that sound again. Make me. He bites your lip again, fast, hard, a jolt thundering up your spine like a sharp bite of pain. He moves back when he feels you jerk, still worried he went too far. You feel his eyes bore into yours. That sounds like Justice. The first time we hooked up with Justice, last chapter. This sounds like Justice. He was too gentle. Now all of a sudden the killer is being too gentle, and I was like, whoa. They just rub your tongue over your lip, tasting your own blood, a smile curving your lips. And just like that, gravel crunches under your feet as you both shift, the killer pushing you into the wall again. You're pulling him closer by his belt. I'm too sober for this. Like, literally right after this, I'm just gonna join a call with my friends and just forget this happened. And then after I get a call with them, then I'll post this video. So then I'll have the reminder all over again. The moment I get off call with them, I'm posting this. Right. Got to post the chapter of this fuck ass book again. His breath is rough through the mask, hard against your jaw. One hand braces the wall beside your head. The other slides up your side, counting ribs through the fabric like he's mapping you. Now you dare be careful with me. I'm not glass. If you break me, I just cut you to pieces. The sound rumbles out of him, half laugh, half growl, and his grip on your side goes bruising. That's exactly why I chose you. He hooks a hand behind your knee and hitches your leg up. The new angle presses every inch of him flush against you, and your head drops back against the brick. Harder. Careful what you ask for. I said what I said. He obliges, grinding against your core. You bury your hand beneath his hood, fingers tangling his hair, finding the back of his mask. If this isn't our friend we just left in the hospital room with our dad, we have a friend and our dying dad inside that building. Inside the building I just walked out of to come into this courtyard and fuck some serial killer while our dad is dying and our friend is watching over him. Again, that's assuming our friend isn't the guy in the mask in front of us about to fuck us. I'm just saying. While our other friend, if that friend isn't also, it's not just that other friend isn't this guy in the mask right here, is in jail. Like, it's like the game wants to tell us this is either Jackie or Justice. We don't know which one. But like, look, like we don't know which one, right? But there's a chance. There's a chance that Sly Slasher is one of them, right? And in the off chance that Sly Slasher is neither of them, well, whatever. Then that means, yeah, we think the best cure to our dad getting better is the fucker man outside the hospital he is dying in. Well, a friend of ours is in jail for a murder he may or may not committed. Which, if it was Justice who did that one, then Justice is not Sly Slasher. Then it's not Justice. No, Jackie. If Jackie killed that customer, Jackie's not Sly Slasher. So then, who's Sly Slasher? Is Sly Slasher some other random dude protecting me? Or is it Justice? Cause think about it. There's two guys killing for me, right? We are well accustomed to Sly Slasher and his mini Sly Slasher that might not be so many by the way the game keeps describing it. His bulging Sly Slasher. If he's not the guy I just left in the room with my dad, he's not Jackie either. Because Jackie is to be in jail. If Jackie's the other guy who's killing for me, who killed that customer. If Justice is Sly Slasher, that means he broke our promise of staying with our dad, came out here with put on his little getup, I guess, and just came to fuck us. I don't know. Okay, nothing in his book's making sense. But like, just He grabs your arm with a growl, ripping your hand out of his hood, and then flattening it against the bricks, scraping your knuckles. Nuh-uh. Watch where your hands go. And if I don't play by your rules? The killer goes still for half a beat. Predator tense against you. Your breath catches, adrenaline surging as you anticipate his response. His mouth drops to the curve of your neck, right above the collar line. He bounced down, hard. Feel the mark blooming ready, hot, tender, exactly where everyone will see it tomorrow. And that's what happens. I'm gonna hide this. People will see. And you'll think of me every time someone asks about it. He kisses the mark once, almost tender, then sinks his teeth into the next spot down. I hate him. I hate him so much. I never want him to stop. His mouth is relentless against your jaw. His hands relentless against your clothes. As he moves just enough fabric out of the way to touch you. His fingers slide between your folds, slipping through your slick, grinding against your most sensitive bound. He lifts you off the ground like you weigh nothing, your legs wrapped around his waist, an instant, searching for his length. I lost track how many times I just eye-rolled. His hips pressed between your thighs, and every rough thrust grinds you back into the cold brick. You can feel him, hard, desperate, barely restrained. I'm gonna make you scream. His breath is ragged through the mask, each exhale scalding against the hollow of your jaw. One hand grips the back of your thigh, the other pins your shoulder to the wall. Fine, leave the mask up just a little more. Tease me what I can't have yet. The killer reaches up with one hand and throws the mask, not off, just a few inches high above his lips, showing the whisper of her nose. Better. Get in there. You pull him in. He kisses his open mouth, sloppy, tasting like adrenaline and the faintest trace of copper. The mask edges scrape your forehead. You don't care. He moans into your mouth, the first unguarded sound he's made, and the vibration of it travels to your whole body. Sing to me, my little mockingbird. The head of his member nudges against your opening, his only warning before he pushes in, filling into the hilt with one thrust. Fuck. Your core contracts around him, your body shaking, squirming as he stays fully seated, tormenting you with his mind-shattering heft. He spools deep inside you, needing to be unleashed, but he holds you motionless, completely at his mercy. I can't remember, did we fuck Jackie, or did we just fuck Justice? You just fucked Slasher and Justice. And assuming they're not the same people, we fucking we have fucked at least 2 different people. Again, assuming that they're not the same person. If Slasher is Jackie, assuming Jackie might have not been, assuming Jackie might have been at the wrong place at the wrong time and didn't kill that customer. And he's Slasher. And we fuck Jackie and we fuck Justice. Again, it's Slasher somehow isn't either of them. That's still 2 different people. I don't think we hooked up with Jackie. It doesn't seem like it, we would. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. So this bitch is just getting it from everyone at this point. It feels like it. Or maybe it's the same person. Maybe it's just Justice this whole time, but different persona. I don't. You know what? I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm just gonna finish this scene. It's killing me. He spools deep beside you, needing to be unleashed, but he holds you motionless, completely at his mercy. Please, move. He drives into you with a rhythm that's all urgency and no finesse, and you want it exactly that way. His stress hits deep. pulling gas from you that fogged the cold air. That fog had an A instead of an O, and I almost read it like that until I thought about it. Like, no, it's not gonna say it. Fag. And just like that, let me hear you. He nails right down his jacket, and he groans, low, wet, burying his face against your neck as his pace turns frantic. You clench around him and feel his whole body shudder. He holds you tighter, like letting go would unravel him entirely. Please, please. The friction builds, rough, relentless, and you feel yourself unraveling against the wall one layer at a time. Come for me. You do, body being ripped apart from atom by atom. You know you scream. You know your scream. Can feel it in your drill, but you're too defeated by pleasure to hear yourself. So when your body starts to calm, each joke going fewer and farther between, that you start to hear the killer's whispered words against your ear. So beautiful. Sounds so good for me. Feels so good. And that's it. You shiver one more time, then go limp in his arms with a groan. Oh my God. You're back. Barely. The aftermath is quiet. The killer presses his forehead to yours and holds it there, mask of skin. Both of you catching breath in the dark behind the hedge. Then he pulls back, adjusts his mask, wants a gloved thumb across your lower lip one last time. Go take care of your dad. And you? Watching. Always. Next time, stay till morning. I'm tired of disappearing after just once. I want this to feel not so fleeting. The killer presses his forehead to yours. His breathing is still ragged, still unsteady. That's not something I can promise. I'm not asking for a promise. I'm asking for a morning. I'll try. Next time. The sharp breeze cuts through the trees. You blink, and the killer's gone. Only the phantom of his touch still clinging to you. The courtyard is silent except for the distant hum of the ventilation system. Like smoke, every single time. So, we go back in that room and Justice isn't in there. The next time I see him, I'm gonna slap him. And describe what we just went through. You know, the whole hookup we just did. Like, you really can't fuck me in the hedge, behind the hedge. You left my father alone to come fuck me. Like, I just, you know, I want, like, if he's not there, I'm gonna hunt him down. I mean, I feel like I think it's Justice. He has the gloves and he has the gloves on for some reason. Slasher wears gloves. And I forgot to check if it's the same gloves. I am so smart. You push back through the heavy courtyard door and wipe your face, steadying yourself. Just exactly where we left him. Visitor chair pulled close to Dad's bed. The book open in his lap. He looks up when you walk in. Captain survived the Kraken. Don't you want to know? Spoilers, rude. Justice smiles. Dad's monitors beep to a quiet countdown. He pulled a second chair next to Justice's and sit down. Keep reading. I want to hear your voice. Then your eyes slip shut. Just this low, smooth voice, so different from the masked killers, lulling you toward something resembling sleep, but not quite. Yeah. Since it's not confirmed if he is Slice Slasher, I technically have to give him a different voice. Technically, I am trying. It's just, I mean, you hear what I sound like right now. I can't really do anything about it. You finally speak up when Justice reaches a chapter break. What I said a night here, Dad. I can say too. I must have been in a chair. Justice, go home and take care of yourself for once. You've been sitting in this chair all day, reading adventure novels to a sleeping man. You've done enough. He looks at Dad, then back at you, and you can see the internal argument playing out behind his eyes. I just don't want you to be alone in this place. I'm not alone. That noise loud enough for 3 people. Okay? If anything happens, anything at all, you call me. Promise. I promise. And if you're not the guy who just fucked me, if he comes back, I'm not telling you about him. Unless you are him, then. Different story. Justice takes your hand, squeeze it once, you squeeze back. Good night, Danny. Good night. His fingers leaves yours. He rises and heads to the door, waving one more time before what? Fuck me. Waving one more time when he reaches it. Waving one more time when he reaches it before slipping out. Why is that so hard? The door clicks shut behind him, and the room shrinks to just you and Dad and a steady pulse of the monitors. You step into the hallway to stretch your legs, lean against the wall outside Dad's door to close your eyes, just for a second. Voices carry from around the corner to nurse's station, 2 of them, talking low but not low enough. I don't understand. His panel came back clean. Everything is arranged. Why is Dr. Grimm ordering a second MRI? Because Dr. Grimm ordered it, that's why. But the results were normal. All of them. Just something to follow up on. You've been here, what, 3 weeks? Let me save you some time. You process the orders, you file the charts, and you keep your mouth shut. And that's how it works here. Heels clicked down the corridor, Nurse Morgan leaving. Her footsteps fade around the far corner. A long silence, then barely above a whisper. Those poor people. You press your back flat against the wall and stare at the ceiling tiles. Your heart is hammering. Now the nurses here, it's horrible. Nurse Blaze knows that something wrong is happening in this hospital. It's now or never. I have to talk to him before I miss my chance. How many diamonds? Oh, not diamonds? I'm surprised. You round the corner of the nurse's station, finding Nurse Bliss alone. He notices you riding straight toward him. Hey, can I help you? I heard enough to know my dad's in danger. My father is in room 4B, Charles Rove. He's been here for 4 days, and he's getting worse, not better. Nurse Bliss startles, knocking a clipboard off the counter. He picks it up with shaking hands. I'm not supposed to discuss patient cases with family? With the person paying the bills? I just heard your coworker tell you to keep your mouth shut about test results that came back normal. He looks at the floor. His jaw works like he's chewing on something he can't swallow. Please, Nurse Bliss, why is Dr. Grimm ordering tests my dad doesn't need? I can't answer that. Not directly. He looks both ways down an empty hall, visibly steeling himself. He leans closer to you, voice dropping. But I might be able to get you into the records room. Then you can see what's going on for yourself. You might be able to do something about all this. Oh, see, so it is still diamonds. Motherfucker, it is still diamonds. I knew it. I told you. It's still a diamond scene. I told you, it's still a diamond scene. I really can't do math. Hold on, 30 and 30. That's 60. Plus another 30. That'll be 95. 95 fucking diamonds? I'm sorry to whatever chapter it was in the Endless Summer that I was like, it was years ago. It was 50 diamonds to collect all the Deutschers of our classmates that I didn't collect. And I didn't have the luxury of collecting all of them, so I had a few of them. But it was like 50 of them. It was like not 50 of them, but it was like, it cost 50 diamonds. And I was like, damn. Like, I understand why it's 50, because that's for all the files. Not that the files were 10 apiece. I can't remember how much they were. I'm replaying the book, but I still can't remember. It's probably like from 10 to 20, let's say, right? So, considering I missed like pretty much all of them, that wasn't like given to you for free. I had to pay 50 to read info on like a little less than 13 people's files, and that was still cheaper. that whole chapter was still cheaper than this. Because those 50 diamonds only came at the very end. It was an extra scene. It's a bonus scene at the end. So the chapter ended, but then it kept going to a bonus scene. That you don't have to pay out. You can't play out if you don't pay the 50 diamonds. Right? That whole chapter, plus those extra 50, still cheaper than this chapter right here. Seriously. Okay. If you can get me to those records, that's more than enough. Nurse Blitz stares at you for a long beat. You can see the war behind his eyes. Fear of Dr. Grimm, of Nurse Morgan, and something else underneath that looks a lot like relief. You're serious. They're serious, and I won't use your name, ever. He exhales through his nose, glances down both ends of the corridor, and turns toward a supply closet behind the nurse's station. Everyone relax. You're a nursing student shadowing me for the night shift. Here. He pulls a set of teal scrubs from a shelf and a laminated badge on a clip. Student in block letters above a blurry stock photo. Dr. Grimm, don't make eye contact with Nurse Morgan. That's the one who just left. And if you get caught, I'd never met you before in my life. Exactly. You slip into the slide closet and change to the scrubs, clipping the badge to your chest. Nurse Blitz shoots you a thumbs up, you step back out, then waves you down the hall past the nurse's station. He stops outside the door marked records or authorized personnel, swipes his badge, the lock clicks, and he pushes the door open. 10 minutes. That's all I can give you before the next rounds. 10 minutes is plenty. The records room is small, windowless, lit by stark overhead lights. Filing cabinets line the walls, and you make a beeline for them. Speaking of endless summer, this is like the one room we found in the somewhere on the island. In this like tunnel area. But the only difference is that it's like heavily cartoon style, which is crazy to say because, I mean, this is Endless Summer. Hold on. Like, this is Endless Summer. It's not a spoiler, this is a no chapter. I'm saying look at this graphics in the background. Look at my character. Look at him. Right? They look cartoonish. That background is somehow more cartoony than them. Again, like, and this room looks the exact same. It's just, it's not as realistic as the Endless Summer, which is weird. Because you think in the one with the cartoon characters would also have a cartoon background, but it doesn't. It's this one. These characters look more realistic than them. Just saying. Dash file in on the door shelf. Charles Rove, print on a tab in deep block letters. You pull the entire binder. Someone out there actually building them. You flip to the building section. The charges are stacked like bricks, each one dense, coated, and enormous. To summarize, a specialist consult lasted 11 minutes, a comprehensive cardiac workup. That's just the same blood panel that already ran. $12,000 for a man whose first results came back normal. You use other lab results tab to confirm every single value. Normal range, not borderline, not let's keep an eye on it normal. You set that chart down and pulled the next one from the shelf. An elderly woman, a man 2 weeks ago. You hold that chart up next to hers, side by side. The billing sections could be carbon copies. Same test codes, same inflated rates, same follow-up orders, regardless of results. This is a template. Not even bothering to customize the scam. They just run the same play on every patient who can't fight back. But why didn't they do that with Justice then? Why did Justice get a deep stab in his lower back and is able to walk out? I mean, you can't walk out here. He did walk out, but not goodly, right? He got stabbed on his back, and he got like discharged like almost instantly. My dad had like a bad cough, and he's still here for 4 days with all these tests. You run an MRI for a cough? Shit, I would never leave the hospital. When I ask, because I'd be accidentally choking on air. I'd just be sitting, mind my business. I choke on my tongue. And I don't know what the fuck happens. I just choke on my tongue. Like, then my friends ask me if I'm alright, if I need water. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I just choked on my tongue. Like, the fuck you choking on? My tongue. My tongue. I'm not eating, I'm not drinking. I just want attention, you know? I'd never leave the hospital if that was the case. Next chart, a man in his 70s, chronic but stable, dozens of dollars in tests, no more results. Move to the desk where a spreadsheet is open on a computer. Column A, patient names. Column B, diagnosis codes. Column C, projected remaining stay. Column D, projected revenue. Dad's name is on row 17. The projected revenue column next to it reads 5 figures. This is obscene. The spreadsheet is... Especially is a price tag on dying people. You scroll down, dozens of names. Some have projected stays measured in weeks. A few say indefinite. Indefinite? That means they plan to keep billing the patient until they die. Use snap photos with your phone. Quick, efficient, hands steady despite the ink rolling through you like a wave. You slip out the records room, change out the scrubs, find nurse police hovering near the supply closet, pretending to count gas pads. You'll clip the student badge and hand it back to him. Did you find what you needed? Found more than enough. That wasn't even like long enough. It was good information. Was it long enough to be worth dirty diamonds? No. Nurse puts nods and you part ways, heading back to your dad's room. Seemed like the first diamond choice. Was it good enough for clues? Yes. Was it long enough for dirty diamonds? No. The sex scenes in other books that cost dirty diamonds are good and long enough for them to cost dirty diamonds. Just saying. You did give every other room filled with vulnerable patients. Hell, there's books with sex scenes less than dirty diamonds and it's still good and long. And I don't mean the sex, I mean the scene. It's nice and long and worth the less than dirty diamonds. I would even pay dirty diamonds for the scene. Hell, for the scene we get for less than dirty diamonds. If it was dirty, it would be so much better. I would be seeing it in 3D. You think of every other room full of vulnerable patients, every other family sitting in these plastic chairs, trusting these people with the person they love most. This isn't negligence, it's just incompetence. It's not some overworked doctor cutting corners. This is a business, and Dad and everyone else here is on the ledger. The house is dark. Inside, a figure moves through the living room, deliberate, unhurried. Gloved hands pull chairs away from the center of the floor, clearing space. The figure crouches near the baseboard and runs the length of thin wire along the wall, tucking behind the molding with practiced fingers, testing the tension, adjusting. The figure moves to a door and examines the lock, turns it, locks it again, satisfied. Something is raised along the doorframe. The mechanism, small and precise, angled inward. The figure tests it twice, stepping back each time to check the sideline. They tilt her head, considering the room the way a painter considers a canvas. The whisper fills the empty room, soft, reverent, meant for no one. I can't wait to see the look on all their faces before I kill them all. The lights stay off. The house waits. Okay, and goodbye.